Notice that they're asking us to graph a line given this information. We have an x-intercept is -1 and the y-intercept is 6. So they're telling us what the x and y-intercept is. So that is actually enough information to graph a line. So what all you need to really know is, what does it mean to be an x-intercept and what does it mean to be a y-intercept? So let me show you here. I'm going to draw a quick sketch. I'm going to do an x and a y-axis. So this is horizontal line is always the x-axis, and this vertical line is always the y-axis. We call this a coordinate plane, just to give you some math vocab. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to draw a line. So I'm going to draw a line like that, just a random line. Now, and you just got to pay attention to a couple things. This line is passing through the x-axis at this point. And this point here is called the x-intercept. So I'm just abbreviating it, but this is an x-intercept. It's where your line passes through, or the value of x, where your line passes through on the x-axis. And then similarly, the y-intercept is just this location here. That's my y-intercept. And the y-intercept is where your line will pass through on the y-axis. So these 2 points, so keep in mind, you only need 2 points to identify a line on the coordinate plane to draw, because there's only one line that can pass through any 2 points. So with these 2 points, you can draw a line. So let's apply this idea to this given information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a sketch, a coordinate plane here. My horizontal line here is my x-axis. That's always going to be true. And this vertical line here on the coordinate plane is my y-axis. So notice they have an x-intercept is at -1. The y-intercept is at +6. So I'm going to go down here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to mark some numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see here, I have my coordinate plane marked up. And now I'm going to use the information they gave me. So my x-intercept is -1. So again, remember, your x-intercept, if you go back to the sketch, is where the line will pass through on the x-axis. So they're saying you're going to go to the number -1 on the x-axis, which is right here, and you're going to put a point there, because I know the line's going to pass through that point here, -1 on the x-axis. And then similarly, right, the y-intercept, they told me the y-intercept is 6. So remember, the y-intercept is where your line will pass through on the y-axis, which is the vertical axis. So now I would just take a line and draw it going through those 2 points. So since I did it freehand, it's not perfect, but you get the idea. What you're going to do is identify your x-intercept, y-intercept, plot those points on your x and y axis, and then you draw a line through those 2 points, and that's it.